to In the Know with the TPO. In today's transportation news, we have the Miami-Dade Aviation Department. Officials will be giving us a look on some of their upcoming projects that benefit local residents and visitors, and what's going on at the port. Experts at Miami-Dade Seaport are showing us what they've been working on.
Plus, we have the Greater Miami Expressway Agency with their latest plans. And then we're hopping on the tracks with Tri-Rail. But of course, there's a lot more transportation projects to talk about, and this is a great way to keep you in the know with the TPO. Hi, I'm Chris Rosenberg, TPO Chief of Transportation Planning.
Hello, everyone. I'm Fran Taylor, the TPO Program Development Manager.
We want to welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in to In the Know with the TPO, a video series brought to you by Miami-Dade Transportation Planning Organization. Here at the TPO, we guide the transportation planning process in Miami-Dade County, and one of our major roles is to ensure conformity with federal regulations requiring that highways, mass transit, and other major transportation projects are advancing from planning through construction phases.
And this series is definitely a learning opportunity where we are focusing on the federally required Transportation Improvement Program, known as the TIP, which is a 5-year program of transportation projects that is updated annually. This year, the TIP features projects that will advance between fiscal years 2026 to 2030.
So, Fran, what does this all mean?
Well, Chris, we want to keep our viewers in the know with the TPO. So, the TIP includes a list of major multimodal projects that impact your daily commute. Each agency will have to report about their projects. This gives Miami-Dade residents the opportunity to review the TIP document with their comments during the 45-day review period. And we can explain more on how to do this later.
And with that said, let's begin with our first correspondent, Jose Ramos. He's the Division Director for Aviation Planning, and he's at the Miami-Opelika Executive Airport. Jose, how's it looking out there?
Good morning, Chris and Fran. As you mentioned, I'm coming to you today from Miami-Opelika Executive Airport, where I wanted to showcase for the viewers at home a very important safety-related project which the Aviation Department has recently completed. As you may know, runways are by far the most critical infrastructure piece for any airport. Safe and efficient runways are of utmost importance. Miami-Opelika Executive Airport has 3 runways. Its primary runway is the North Runway, which is its longest at 8,002 feet long and 150 foot wide. This runway is known as runway 9 left and 27 right. The Aviation Department performs routine inspections on our runways, and one of the aspects we inspect is the quality of the pavement. We noticed signs of deterioration and cracking a few years ago, so a project was initiated for its rehabilitation. This was a $26 million construction project, which included the milling down of the pavement and its repavement. Included were also sections of its parallel taxiway and all the perpendicular taxiway connectors, 6 of them that connect to the runway. All of these were also rehabilitated. The project also included new grading improvements to improve drainage, replacement or adjustment of runway centerline lights and runway edge lights with efficient LED lights, new pavement markings, and a new precision approach path indicator, commonly known as PAPI, which is a critical piece of equipment to guide pilots on approach and landing. The start date of the project was December 11, 2023, and like I said, it was recently completed last November 25 of 2024. Because this is our primary runway and it's the most used runway, the project had a very tight 200 calendar day deadline. And the project, unfortunately, was subject to rain delays during the rain-heavy summer months of South Florida. However, the project was completed 4 months ahead of its original schedule, which also reduced the project cost by $4.29 million. This is an incredible 14.3% reduction of the total construction budget. The timely reopening of the runway, especially before high traffic periods like Thanksgiving week and the Art Basel week, ensured that the airport could accommodate the expected increased flight traffic. This project was included in the TIP and received over $25 million in funding from both the state of Florida, FDOT, and the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, for design and construction. The engineering, design, and construction consultant showcased outstanding coordination and leadership by working in collaboration with Miami-Dade Aviation Department, the Opa-locka Executive Airport staff, the contractor, and multiple stakeholders to deliver this project on time and under budget. The project team worked extended hours and implemented innovative scheduling strategies so the project team was able to maximize productivity. This included providing extra manpower and equipment to ensure that work could continue efficiently even during adverse weather conditions. This resulted in the entire project being delivered 4 months ahead of schedule while maintaining uncompromised quality standards. So there you have it, a very important safety-related project for the airport and the community, completed ahead of time and within budget. Now back to you, Chris and Fran.
Wow, Jose, thank you so much for that report, which gives us a better idea of what we can look forward to on that side of town. And as a reminder, there's a 45-day review period for the TIP, so we'll be looking for your comments on this and other projects. You can email those at information@mdtpo.org.
Now we turn it over to the Greater Miami Expressway Agency with correspondent Randy Grice. And Randy, tell us about some of the upcoming improvements and future plans for commuters.
Thank you so much, Chris. Good morning. My name is Randy Grice, Communications and Marketing Manager here at the Greater Miami Expressway Agency. At GMX, we're excited about several upcoming projects designed to improve mobility, reduce congestion across Miami-Dade County. Today, I'll walk through 4 of our top priority projects. These initiatives are part of our commitment to enhancing connectivity and meeting the travel needs of residents, visitors, businesses, and cargo movements throughout the region. Many of these improvements are part of GMX's 5-year work program, meaning drivers will start to see benefits in the near future. We're working hard to make meaningful upgrades across all 5 expressways in our system: the Dolphin Expressway, Don Shula Expressway, Airport Expressway, Snapper Creek Expressway, and Gratney Parkway. At GMX, our goal is simple: make every trip smoother and more reliable. Back in October 2024, GMX celebrated an exciting milestone: the completion of our first project. We opened a brand new ramp connecting State Road 836 with Homestead Extension of Florida's Turnpike, along with improved local access to Northwest 121st Avenue and the Dolphin Station Transit Park and Ride. What do these new connections mean for drivers? Heading eastbound on State Road 836, now you have direct access to the park and ride and a separate exit to the northbound Turnpike general purpose and through lanes. Driving southbound on the Turnpike, there's a new direct ramp to westbound State Road 836, making your commute smoother. These improvements aren't just about adding ramps, they're about enhancing travel options between 2 of the region's major expressways and relieving congestion on local roads. We've also teamed up with the Florida Department of Transportation to bring major improvements to the State Road 836, Dolphin Expressway, and Northwest 17th Avenue to I-95. This project works hand in hand with FDOT's I-95, I-395 initiative to improve mobility in one of Miami's most busiest corridors. Here's what you can expect: widening of State Road 836 in both directions for better traffic flow, expanding the eastbound State Road 836 to northbound I-95 ramp to 2 lanes, building a new elevated 4-lane structure that will bypass lower level traffic, improving connections to downtown Miami and Miami Beach. Also, better access to the Health District with improved signage and enhanced connections from both I-95 and State Road 836. In addition, we're working on widening State Road 836 in both directions between 107th Avenue and 97th Avenue. This project focuses on adding new lanes to increase capacity, reduce congestion, and improve overall traffic flow, especially during peak hours. And lastly, we're expanding Southwest 137th Avenue from 4 to 6 lanes between Southwest 8th Street and Southwest 24th Street to help improve traffic flow and reduce congestion in this growing area. A big part of this project is focused on making it easier for drivers in Western Miami-Dade to access the expressway. GMX is committed to bringing innovative projects like these to benefit our region both now and in the future. Thank you for your time.
Wow, Randy, great stuff. And I'm sure that our traffic commuters will appreciate all of these improvements in the near future. We look forward to it.
Yes, definitely. I travel 836 all the time, and it's great to learn about the elevated four-lane roadway. Thanks, Randy. Now, let's go to the seas. We have Miami-Dade Seaport with a preview of the shore power innovations. Seaport manager Michael Bello is reporting from the port. And Michael, what can you tell us about the Seaport's upcoming plans?
Hi, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about Port Miami's Shore Power Program. This innovative program, which was launched on June 17th of 2024 by Miami-Dade County, is a partnership between Port Miami, its cruise partners, and Florida Power and Light. Shore power allows ships to turn off their primary engines and generators while docked, resulting in reduced air emissions. This process, often referred to as cold ironing, involves connecting the ship to a land-based electric grid through a specialized shore power cable. The connection is typically established via cable management system and trolley with a stick crane located on the dock, which supplies electricity to the ship's electrical system. By using shore power, ships can significantly reduce their carbon footprint, minimizing air and noise pollution. This helps to improve air quality at seaports and contributes to efforts that help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. As an example, the annual emissions reduction estimate associated with connection to the shore power at one terminal is equivalent to the emission reduction associated with the removal of 7,500 cars from the road. The port has just completed and has fully commissioned shore power at 3 cruise terminals: Royal Caribbean's Terminal A, Terminal B for Norwegian Cruise Line, and Cruise Terminal F for Carnival Cruise Line. We will complete shore power at 2 remaining terminals: MSC Cruises Terminal AA in April 2025 and Cruise Terminal V for Virgin Voyages in March of 2025. Upon completion, Port Miami will be the first major cruise port on the U.S. Eastern Seaboard with shore power capability at 5 cruise terminals. In fact, Port Miami is one of 35 seaports around the world to offer shore power. The reduced air emissions will improve the surrounding communities and environments. Shore power is a landmark project because it protects our environment today and for future generations. And this is one of the latest projects coming out of your Port Miami.
Excellent. Thank you, Michael. I can't wait to get on my next cruise.
Wow, I learned something new today. It's good to see how busy our seaport is. Thank you.
I couldn't agree more, Fran. And again, this is a great reminder about leaving your comments on the TIP. You can email us at information@mdtpo.org. But in the meantime, we're taking it to the tracks. We all know how busy our trains are, constantly busy commuting from Miami-Dade through Palm Beach counties. But what's coming up next for Tri-Rail? That's where we find our next correspondent, Natalie Yesbeck, who is at the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority offices. And Natalie, any changes we can expect soon?
I'm here to tell you all about some of the ways Tri-Rail is working to maintain and improve the customer experience. First up are the trains themselves. SFRTA is working to purchase up to 24 new rail vehicles, or rolling stock. Made possible by grant funding, this project will allow for increased passenger capacity, as well as operational improvements and flexibility. Now, new rolling stock will take 3 to 5 years to manufacture and test before they're seen in service. So in the meantime, the agency is rehabilitating their existing fleet. A program to overhaul 12 locomotives and 14 passenger cars is underway. Flooring, restrooms, lighting, and electrical is all being replaced. It's a big job, but SFRTA is committed to providing safe, reliable, and convenient service for their passengers. Speaking of safety, the security of the passenger is paramount. In addition to cameras on board trains and at the stations, SFRTA is now adding cameras in parking lots, the overhead pedestrian bridges, and more. These cameras are monitored by the Public Safety Coordination Center, or PSCC for short. The PSCC is operational 24 hours a day to monitor and detect unlawful activities and suspicious behavior. They also coordinate with local law enforcement. The customer experience doesn't stop there. Tri-Rail's new passenger information system will provide real-time train tracking, new LCD monitors at all stations, signage on board trains, and announcements both on board and at the stations. If you visit your local station, you might be able to see these elements installed. With these improvements, along with connections to the 3 international airports in the region and downtown Miami, it's no wonder that Tri-Rail surpassed 4 million riders last year. Well, folks, my train's about to leave, so I will wrap it up. Back to you.
Wow, with real-time train tracking and rolling stock, great to see what's rolling our way, Natalie. Now we want to thank you and all our correspondents for your reports and giving us a look at what's to come. And we also want to thank our viewers for tuning in. And while that's all the time we have for now, we'll continue to keep you in the know with the TPO. So make sure you tune in for our next episode on April 7th. We'll be talking to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise and FDOT District 6 about their upcoming projects and more.
And now that you're in the know with the TPO, we want to remind you one more time that you can leave your comments on the TIP by emailing information@mdtpo.org. You can also find the TIP at our website, www.miamidadetpo.org.
See you all soon.
And remember to stay in the know with the TPO. Take care and have a great day.